In this video, I'm going to show you how to come up with pricing for your product or services and how to make sure that you're optimizing that price. That's the whole goal. So Satish Gaire here from Dallas, Texas. Now, if you haven't seen my other videos, please consider looking around my channel and subscribing because I want you to be the first one to know about my videos, okay? Let's do that. Now, so today's topic is pricing. So pricing, it's a part of CRO's conversion rate optimization. If you don't know what that is, make sure to see my other video on CRO and how CRO can actually help you make more money without spending, more on ads. So let's talk about pricing here today. So how do you come up with a good price for a product or service? Especially difficult if the product is brand new or innovative. You're like, what do I charge? Or if you don't know the industry that well. So in those cases, it might be difficult for you to come up with the pricing. So I'm gonna go ahead and teach you 4 things that you can do to come up with a good pricing. Keep in mind, a lot of stuff matter, a lot of factors. I'm trying to make it simple for you guys. So let's move on my computer here. So first of all, the coffee is good. It's so strong. So goal of the revenue. So the goal revenue. So how much money do you want to make per year? So let's say I'm selling this cup. I'm selling this cup now, and I want to make $100 per year. I'm putting out 100, not because I want to make $100, because it's easier for me to do math. Actually, I'm really good at math, except I need my TI calculator or Google. But I'm pretty good at math, but I need some sort of device to reinforce. Hey, what's 2 times 2? It's 4. I know 4, but I'm gonna type it in anyway to confirm sometimes. So make sure to, so goal revenue is pretty much, how much money do you want to make per year? Come up with a goal. It doesn't have to be, make sure it's realistic. Don't be like 1 billion. Be realistic. $1 million, $5 million. Make sure your industry can generate that revenue and make sure it's realistic based on your resource. So let's pretend $100, okay? Now, so there are 2 ways you can reach this goal. Well, more than 2 ways. So you can sell it you can sell it for $1 to 100 people and make $100. You can, right? Or you can sell it for $50 and to 2 people and make $100. Simple as that, right? So now, why does this matter? Now, keep in mind, so just because you can sell it for $1, does that mean you should? Now, keep in mind, you have to deal with 100 people to make, who are gonna make that, we're gonna bring you that $100. You have to deal with 100 people. So do you have resources like support? Now, make sure your volume does not affect the quality of your product. So you have to keep that in mind. Now, or I can charge people $50 per product and I can sell it to just 2 people and reach my goal. So you have to decide what resources that you have and how do you want to utilize volume versus quality. So keep that in mind, okay? Now, next up is margin. So margin of profit is how much money do you want to make from this product. Let's pretend that, you have to do this, you have to figure out how much does the product cost. So let's say to build this cup, okay, my time, somebody working, blah, 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 material, all of it. Let's pretend it's going to cost me $50. So it cost me $50. That's my expense, okay? Expense. Now, that's my expense. That's my cost. Now, do I want to sell this cup for $25? No, that would mean losing money, right? Now, do I want to sell it for $50? Well, I would be breaking even, right? Now, you're thinking, no one would do those things. Now, here's the thing, okay? Now, when you're starting out, you might not do this on purpose. Now, so when I consult a lot of companies, right? Sometimes, right? Keep in mind, this is not normal, okay? Well, it is normal, but it's not normal for people who are starting out to lose, you wanting to lose money knowingly. Now, it depends. Now, when do companies want to lose money? Sometimes they want to lose money if they want to get a lot of customer base. One. and they'll mark up the pricing later. That's one. Number two, they want to break even because they have something that they're selling in the back end, like upsell. So it depends. So don't be like, okay, oh, they're losing money, why would they do that? People do that for different reasons. You might not, but a lot of companies have been doing it for a long time. They do make money. They do make money, but somewhere else. Somehow it's a different method. Now, in your case, if you're just starting out, my recommendation is not to lose money and not to, make profit. So I just want to let you know that just in case, something advanced, okay? Something FYI, put that in your brain somewhere. You might need it in the future, okay? So, different topic. So let's say we're gonna go and sell the, let's say we're gonna go and charge people $100. Okay. Sorry. I want to sell a product for $100. So I would be making $50 profit. Okay. Now, I really like you to see it in a calculator so it makes more sense. So our cost of making this product is $50. Now, I want to make $50 margin on it. So you have to realize how much margin do I want to make on my product, this cup right here. Now, so if I want to make a 50% margin on each unit, then I have to price my product this. Now you have to always know the margin because sometimes you're giving out discounts. So this might be your regular price, right? Maybe sometimes you want to go and do wholesale it or sell it or give people discounts. So make sure my minimum margin is 20%. So this is how much you have to get paid no matter what. Now your ideal is 50%, but you have to get paid 20% margin. So you cannot go below this price, or keep that in mind. So you can go ahead and give that discount off if you need to in certain situations. So make sure you always know what your margin is, okay? Right here, simple. Okay, now once you figure that out, you're like, okay, that's amazing. So I need to charge people $100. Just follow with me. $100 for this cup. For this cup, okay? That's the pricing you came up because you're like, I want 50% margin, right? Now, and I look at this, right? I'm like, okay, I can get this on Amazon for $5, Walmart for $5, Target for $5. I'm like, why would people pay $100 just because they want to help you reach your margin? No, nobody wants to do that. And you're thinking, okay, I'm like, why would I pay $100 for this cup? You're like, this has good material. Okay, does it work? Let's pretend this is a cup. So is it any better than my Walmart cup? They look the same. You're like, okay, it took me 100 hours to build this. Okay, so does this cup let me keep my coffee warmer for a longer time? So you have to make sure that your product, if products are ideal, make sure you are, it's industry standard. So you can't be selling this cup, regular old cup, for $100. You have to sell it at what the industry is selling it for. If you want to go higher, you have to show them the benefits. Now the benefits are, hey, this little handle is made out of gold. Woo! Or this coffee cup can, keep my coffee warmer for 6 more hours than the regular other one. So you see that if the products are ideal or same industry, you cannot deviate too much. If you do want to deviate a little bit more, you have to fill that gap in with benefits, okay? So make sure to keep that in mind. So let's revise that. So goal revenue, okay? Volume and quality. Margin, how much money you want to make percentage wise, and industry standard, okay? Make sure to keep those things in mind before, keep in mind when you come up with that number. Now, let's say you come up with a number. So let's say we came up with a number and we decided, okay, I'm going to go ahead and sell it for $5 because that's what a normal cup is cost on Amazon or Walmart. $5. That's what you came up with after doing these research, okay? Now let's move on. So first of all, so let's say you come up with $5. Now you're like, okay, so first thing that you need to do is, okay, $5, amazing. So you're like, okay, let me go and offer it for $5. No, you need to do something called split testing. So what you need to do is sell the same cup for $5 and $10. Now, why did I make you do all that math and test this out? Well, because I want you to find out, are people actually willing to pay higher for this? So people might not deviate too much from the standard. So, $5, $200 is too much, but people might go a little bit more up. So let's go ahead and do this. So $7, okay? So 5 versus 10. Now you're thinking, how does that matter? Let's go ahead and find out. So let's pretend that this cup is $5, right? And the markup is, okay. Let's say the markup is, let's see. See what I mean? So if you mark it up 20%, so your profit, keep watching this percentage sign. So you see what I mean? So your deviation doesn't have to be super high. It can go a little bit up. So let's put it, let's put it 5 here. 5 and I think 35%, maybe a little bit more. 50%, a little bit more. Let's go 45. Okay, 40. Okay, so 40. So 40. Sorry about that. So your markup is 40%. So you are selling it for $5, and you're testing if people are willing to pay $2 more. So in that case, you'll make more money. Like you'll make like $2 more. And think of it in a volume, so you'll make more money. So what you wanna do is you wanna go ahead and test out both pricing. So what you wanna do is, okay, cups on one site for $5, on a different site for $7. Run the same amount of traffic and find out which one wins. That's gonna give you a better idea. If people are willing to pay more, then charge people more. Couple of dollars also matter a lot. So keep that in mind, okay? Now, number 2, odd pricing. Now I'm thinking, so I'm like, okay, $5, but I do want to sell it for $7, okay? I do, because I saw the math proved it that I can make more money if I charge people $2 more than my initial price, $5, right? And I'm thinking, I can do that, but how do I do that so people don't feel like they're paying $2? Here's what you're gonna go ahead and do. You're gonna charge people $6.87. Now, think about it. Okay, now if you see this pricing at Walmart or like somewhere, right? How much does your brain think this thing costs? Your brain will think, hey, this is $6. Is this really $6? It's not, okay? It's almost close to $7 by a couple pennies, right? But your brain thinks it's $6. So let's say you saw the price $6.87 on Amazon, right? And later tomorrow, your mom is like, hey, how much did that cup cost on Amazon? You're like, oh, $6. Okay. So you see how you said $6. This really happens in real life. This is real life, bro. So it's really beneficial to, it's been proven that if you have odd pricing, it's likely to convert better because people think it's cheaper. It doesn't go into that next dollar value, next dollar, okay? Now, sometimes, so let's pretend, something else here. So let's say you have a product that's $1,997. Now, at this time you'll say $1,900. Okay, it's almost $2,000, right? Now, what if you change this price to $2,000? Now, what does this say to customer when they see this pricing? Now, if I see $1,997, I'm thinking I'm getting a discount. Now, if I see $2,000, I think, Elite, big pricing, premium, enterprise. So both customers, there are both kinds of customer, people who are looking for a discount. There are also customers who are looking for, Elite, that status. So make sure you use pricing carefully. Let's move on. Now, so $6.87, that sounds like a good price in $7, even though it's just a couple pennies away. Now next up is you should try out different kind of offers. So when I say different kind of offers, what I mean by that is, so let's say I want to charge people. It doesn't work with $5 deal, but it does work with, let's say 19. So let's say that's the price, okay? Just for the sake of math. Now, that's the price. Now, what you might want to do is you might want to split it into 4 payments or 12 payments, right? Or what you might want to do is try, $1 for 7 days and rest after 7 days you charge them the rest of the $1,996. Now, I want you to try out different pricing models because it depends on the customers, and you really have to try it out to say if it works or it doesn't work. You might be thinking, hey, it won't work for my industry. And I'll ask you, did you split test it? So whenever you're in doubt, always test it out with a good amount of sample traffic and see what happens, okay? Now let's move on. So multi-pricing. So I've seen a lot of people do this. So a lot of people do this. The way it works is they're like, okay, it's gonna cost you $2K. That's their price. Okay, I'm selling I don't know, SEO, right? Okay. So whenever if I came to you and I said it's gonna cost you $2K, let's say I said it cost you $1,997. If I said that price, so if I said my service for SEO is gonna cost you this much, what's your response? You're like, that's too much, or I'm good. That's typical answer. So they might say no, or they'll say yes or no, right? So whenever you have single pricing, you're asking them yes or no question. Now, think of it this. So what if I said it's gonna cost you 7, or so it's gonna cost you $1,997 or $2,497. If I gave you two choices, I didn't ask you a yes or no question. I asked you, what do you want? Which one? Either of those. So you see how I framed, the word is framing. So I framed the pricing differently. So it always helps to have multi-pricing, even though that might not. So even though I might want to sell this price, I want to sell this product, right? But I have a higher end product because there are some clients who want to pay more because they want that. They want to show people, hey, I can afford it. Hey, I'm the big guy. If they're the big guy, they buy this one, good for you. Now, like I said, your goal is to sell this plan, but you do have multi-pricing to let people, to ask. So when people think yes or no, either or. So if I said which one, I'll be like, okay, I want to get the 9097. So you see how my brain made a decision because my question was either or. The question was not yes or no. Does that make sense? So I hope you learned a thing or two about CRO on pricing and how to optimize your pricing for better. Today we learned about how to come up with pricing for a product. We also learned about few factors, what you can do in order to convert better. So go ahead, try it out. I'm going to go ahead and put the checklist on the description so you can go and download it, check it out, and and try it out and put it on your business today. Now, a lot of concept, but I went through it really quick. So feel free to come back and make sure to subscribe to this channel so I can give you more amazing content like this. Have a blessed day. Thank you so much. Share this video, comment down, and let me know if you have any question, but subscribe first. Thank you so much.